The cost of living in Northern Ontario, housing challenges, and rising homelessness in 2025. Northern Ontario, encompassing communities like Sudbury, Sault Ste. Marie, Timmins, Wawa, and Chapleau, offers a rugged landscape of vast forests, freshwater lakes, and wildlife. However, beneath its natural allure lies a stark reality. The region's cost of living is climbing, driven largely by housing pressures, while homelessness surges at an alarming rate. As of October 2025, economic uncertainties, including trade tensions and inflation, have escalated these issues, making affordability a daily struggle for many residents. This article explores the broader cost of living, the state of housing availability, and pricing compared to a few years ago, and the escalating homelessness crisis. Northern Ontario stands out as one of Canada's more affordable regions compared to southern hotspots like Toronto or Ottawa. According to 2025 data from livingcost.org, the average monthly cost for a single person in Ontario is $3,132, including rent. However, northern cities skew lower. A comfortable annual income for a single person in places like Sault Ste. Marie or Sudbury hovers around $72,744, far below the $90,000 required in the GTA. Here we have a breakdown of the key expenses, which are groceries, utilities, transportation, and healthcare or other essentials. These figures reflect a 2.5 to 2.7% cost of living adjustment for 2025, which is aligned with Ontario's CPI. While salaries average $4,150 monthly province-wide, enough to cover the cost for many, northern wages often lag, with mining and forestry jobs fluctuating. Families of four face $4,000 to $6,000 monthly combined salary, which according to Spergel strains budgets in isolated communities where goods cost more to ship. Compared to 2020, inflation has pushed essentials up 15 to 20%, but Northern Ontario remains 20-30% cheaper than southern urban centers. Still, the pinch is felt. Remote areas like Timmins and Chapleau see steeper grocery hikes due to supply chain vulnerabilities. Housing availability. More options, but demand outspaces supply. Housing availability in Northern Ontario has improved slightly in 2025, thanks to a surge in listings amid a cooling provincial market. Ontario's overall active listing hit 74,201 in September 2025, the highest September in over a decade, creating a buyer's market with 5.2 months of inventory, up from the 3.1 long-term average. Northern regions, including Sudbury and Thunder Bay, benefit from this, with sales to new listing ratios below 40%, signaling buyer leverage. Yet, challenges remain. Population growth strains supply, and remote work trends haven't fully offset urban flight. Vacancy rates hover at 2 to 3% per the CMHC, with purpose-built rentals lagging. Northern markets are drum tight in some spots per TD economics, limiting long-term gains. Rent has increased drastically province-wide. The Sudbury's 2 bedrooms jumped 16.7% to $2,555, but remained below GTA's $2,941. From rentals.ca and Zoomer, rent surged 75 to 80% since 2020 amid the pandemic demand. This is the data collected from those sites, which shows the increase in Sudbury, Thunder Bay, and Sault Ste. Marie. Homelessness in Northern Ontario has exploded, growing 204% from 1,771 known cases in 2016 to 5,377 in 2024, 4 times faster than the province's 46% rise to 76,140 outside the north. Province-wide, Over 80,000 experienced homelessness in 2024, up 25% since 2022, per AMO's report. Chronic cases over 6 months or recurrent hit 40,000, with children and young adults at 25%, and refugees up sixfold since 2020. Projections are grim. Without 11 billion over 10 years, northern cases could quadruple by 2035. Nationally, 30,000 to 35,000 are homeless nightly, with Ontario holding 40% of shelters, which is 8,539 beds. Northern Ontario's cost of living remains manageable for singles earning modestly, but families and low-income groups face headwinds from housing volatility and isolation. While 2025 brings rental relief and more listings, purchase prices post-2020 gains underscore persistent barriers. Homelessness, disproportionately hitting Indigenous and youth populations, demands urgent multi-level action. Affordable builds, mental health support, and income boosts to avert a projected crisis. As trade wars and rates evolve, optimism lies in federal loans, like the $55 billion ACLP for 131,000 rentals, and other local plans. For residents, budgeting tools and community resources are key. Northern Ontario's resilience shines, but systemic fixes are essential to ensure its homes are truly homes for all.
Will I scare them away if I talk to you?
Not at all. Well, they will, but they'll always be back.
They'll come back?
Always come back.
How's it going?
Good.
How is it being out here, like specifically being out here in Sudbury?
Absolutely sucks.
It sucks?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? You get trouble from everybody?
No, no.
Huh? Huh? So out here, like, is this where you're going to stay all night?
No, no, I'm at the shelter.
So you're at the shelter, but they basically kick you guys out during the day. You can only go in a certain amount of time?
Yeah. 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock.
Watching your birds. Well, thank you lots for talking to me, man.
Yeah.
Here.
Enjoy your day, bro.
Oh, I will. Here, you too.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you have a story, video, or event you would like to see featured on this channel, just send us an email at nocaudits@gmail.com.